What's up guys, it's Drac and I'm bringing you another Elite 2.0 review. This one's the Volt SD1. Not sure what the SD stands for. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below if you can figure it out. I don't even want to parse the time trying to figure it out. So what this is a night finder by any other name would be not quite as sweet. At 15 United States dollars, that's a 50% increase in price over the night finders of old, and it does come with double your darts, but it's all going to come down to an eventual mod guide of this guy. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, throw me a like, let me know that you want a mod guide for it, because depending upon what's going on in the plunger tube determines whether or not this is better than a night finder that you could find at Goodwill for like 99 cents. The night finder has an amazing grip. It also has a flashlight feature. It also has onboard dart storage, and that seems to be everything that this is doing, but with a modern Hasbro penny pitching flair. That is to say that the rail attachment here is not a real rail attachment point. It does, however, make up for that by having one up top and one down below. Why you would need to add another laser or light to something that has a built-in laser and light, I have no idea. At 14 bucks though, you do not get batteries included. You do, however, get double your darts. On the back here, it announces or advertises that it's got double the tactical rails, an on-off switch which is up in front, as well as a 2-dart storage in the grip, which is a classic of this kind of lineage. And I think that that's pretty cool. I'm glad that they kept the more useful feature. These used to be great for HVZ. You could use them as flashlights, and this is for the HVZ zombie hunters of modern day. Let's see if this handheld single shot pistol can deliver the hits. Alright guys, so right off the bat we got to test the most important thing, which is how spinnable is this bad boy? Let's see, how many RPMs? That's not bad. Alright, spinability is okay. With batteries in it, it'll spin a little bit easier. That'll pull some of the weight closer to the center of mass. Now, the dart storage looks to be pretty decent. Just a fun fact, on your original night finder, the dart storage made more sense. You put the dart storage up in the front where it was closer to the barrel, and then you put the batteries in the grip where you never wanted to be fooling with them. And then if you needed bonus dart storage, you could pop the bottom off of your night finder, use the battery compartment as extra dart storage. That was a pretty cool trick. That's old school cool. I don't like that now you have to come down and around. It was much easier to do the but what can I say? Design at Hasbro has been slipping a little bit recently, so it does not surprise me that no one over there is actually using the pistol in an office war, so they're not thinking in terms of what's better for the end user. That said, we need to slap some batteries in here so that we can get you kind of a heads up on the night vision. I'll put that here. Alright guys, so here is our Volt. You switch it up like this. Now you can see that the light is on. In relatively low light, it does almost nothing but gives you somewhat of a sight reticle. And then in extremely dark light, it does an okay job. But not the world's best flashlight, certainly not a flashlight by any stretch of the imaginations. An okay, almost pseudo laser pointer. Very funky. In terms of the overall performance, however, we've got a single pull here. This pull is fine. I like that it's a circle now. The other ones used to be a little bit larger. You could fit 2 fingers in them. This one is not a 2-finger job. Try not to turn that one into a meme. And overall, a pretty straight shooter. Hopefully it gets decent FPS. After all, if you only have one shot, better. That wasn't bad. That kind of slapped. All right, we're gonna tentatively hope for 80 with these standard Elite darts, and be okay with getting standard Elite performance of about 70. Let's take the Volt outside, let's put it over the chronograph, we'll give you our final thoughts. Alright guys, so I want to talk about 2 features on the Volt, one of which I think is pretty cool, one of which I don't think is pretty cool. So the switch is actually a switch, and you can actuate it with the back of your trigger finger. It switches on and off, and I think that that's pretty nice. That's actually somewhat of an improvement from the light switch, which was a hold down on the I think Elite Blaster version. I know on the Night Finder it was just you pulled the trigger just a wee bit and it turned on your flashlight, which was actually very novel, very cool, and used simple machines, which I don't like for rail attachment springs, but I really like for double action triggers. This is the thing that bugs me. They cheaped out so hard on the battery tray for this that there's no mechanical fastening here. This comes in and snaps into place like this. To open it up, you have to take something and just push this down and pull it forward. It's like, how hard is it to create an actual flap? I don't know. Some people think that that's clever. It definitely saves some plastic, or I guess it saves some cost in hardware. It actually adds to the overall plastic, and it adds to the scope and size of the Volt. But if that's your cup of tea, I'm not here to yuck your yum. Let's go ahead and put a few over the chronograph. That 46 reading is from the Trio earlier, but we're gonna fire now. I told you this might have some pop. This is kind of cool. Is that consistent? Well, it might be consistent. I have to, of course. Dang. Pat, I believed. I was a believer for all of 15 seconds. 72 is pretty sharp. Ooh. Interesting note there, the lip of the dart holder is actually too tight. Again, there have been a lot of tolerance issues in these Elite 2.0 blasters, just barrel attachments that don't really fit, stocks that don't mate to things properly. It's already kind of cutting into the dart there, and we're gonna have to focus on that, but that's been sitting in there for like the 3 minutes it takes us to walk downstairs and set up the film out here, and it's already disshapen the Elite dart. 73 though is not bad. Did it to this one too. And then 77. This is hot. This is hot for an Elite blaster. Elite standard performance is right at that 70 FPS mark. So the fact that this is firing a little hotter than that is actually pretty exciting. And since, like I said, you can find a night finder for 99 cents at Goodwill, but obviously that's not a consistent thing. On eBay, they tend to sell for around 10 or less. But this is probably at $15. Despite being like a worse night finder, the night finder was just so good. I think this is the best Elite 2.0 blaster yet. Mine's firing a little hot. The trigger is pretty crisp. This switch is not bad. It'll illuminate targets if you need that. If you're playing at night for your super stock games or doing some HVZ stuff. It's really all going to come down to the mod guide and whether or not this plunger tube is easy to coupler and rebarrel for other things or blow out the fire half-length darts, which now you can just buy at Walmart. And theoretically, you could rebarrel this into a real hand cannon for the Hornet darts that the Dart Zone Pro or the Adventure Force Pro line is delivering. I kind of want to figure that out. Leave me a like on this video. If we can get it up to like, let's say 3,000 likes, I'm more than happy to crack this guy open, do a full actual modification guide and tutorial, give you guys a build of materials and put some of those sweet, sweet black and orange darts over a chronograph and see if we can get an actual like pistol round compatible sort of guy out of this. Overall, I think this is the best Elite 2.0 blaster yet. On the scale of should you buy it or not, I think that this one's actually a pretty slick pickup. I'll put a link in the description box down below where you can pick one up at walmart.com, but obviously they're going to be showing up on shelves pretty soon. I'm a big fan of this one. If you want to learn more about it, I'll be live on my Twitch tonight, twitch.tv/VampireDrac. I'll try and keep it on hand so that you guys can talk about it. Ooh. See you there.